say they dedicated, I don't see the dedication. They wanna say they dedicated, I don't see the dedication. These niggas say they dedicated, I don't see the dedication. They wanna say they dedicated, I don't see the dedication now. Yeah.
Good Postal family, JH here. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening. Stopped by the Union Hall yesterday. Got some information. Check it out. Other video giving you some information. But I keep getting the question about our pay raises, and I'm like, just look at the website. Let's just talk about it. Union had this big thing where they negotiated finally and they ratified the contract and it's finalized. What does this mean? Our pay raises start or will be in effect 2 months after the ratification date. Ratification date was February 28th, which means that the union will put these pay raises into effect, I believe, the first pay period in April. This goes back to November 21st, 2021, which means that if you were working for the post office back in November and you're still currently working for them, you will get paid the difference per hour. So if it's 25% difference, that's a number, just a number. Every hour you worked from November 21st up until when you actually get the back pay will come in one form of a check. Does that make any sense? Every hour you work, if you work 40 hours a week from back in November, you get 40 hours times 25 cents, lump sum, come to you first week or first pay period in April. I'll update that as the information comes. Ratification has been in effect. Other news, after 6 years, they have a no layoff clause. What does that mean? If you made it past 6 years, they can't fire you. Half of you need to be fired. Not you, but half the workers that work with us. They horrible. After 6 years, ratification. After 6 years, no layoff clause put into effect. It's good. That means you'll have a job. Union information. I don't really care. I'm not a fan of the higher ups when it comes to the union as well. What I realize is a lot of these members, let me retract that. A lot of these people that are stepping into higher positions in the unions, the clerks, the presidents, the vice presidents, the people at the tops, a lot of them do it for their own gratification. They don't do it to help you. I've heard thousands of stories throughout this country about my shop steward don't do nothing. They don't care. Now let's be fair. Disclaimer, they're not there to help you with your particular situation. They are there to make sure that management does their end and fulfills what the contract states. So there's a contract, and they're there to make sure that they do not violate the contract. That's the side statement. Now, if you have your union reps and they turn around and they don't do any work for it, get them out of there. Get them bums out of there. Vote, get them out. That's the worst thing to have to feel, is if you got to give money every 2 weeks not to have a representative there that's in your favor when foolery is going on. Now, if you one of those that call out, call in, call sick every other, or lazy, don't do your job, or whatever the case is, and you want management does this, they supposed to protect you as well. But I think you're a bum as well too. Jay, you're just crazy. No, you are hindering the ones that actually work. So people ask me if I care if you don't subscribe. I never ask for anybody to subscribe to my channel. I keep it real. There are people that have come into the post office and grind until their booty falls off, and then they're there next to this other person that does everything wrong, but for some reason they're always protected. Always protected. Doesn't make no sense. You cause the next person to have to do more work. I tell people, mind your business, do your job. But when you sitting out in your car, you doing whatever, or you just hide in the bathroom, and you causing this person that already is overworked to do more work, you a bum too. Union protecting you. Union clerks that'll sit there and they self-dealing or real passive and, oh, well, you know, just don't bother with it. Oh, we got to do one thing at one time. No, you decided you wanted to step into the role to be my representative for my craft. Step up. Step up. Don't get in bed with management. Literally and figuratively. Don't get in bed with management, because I see where I'm at. But you oof. Thankfully, I just discovered that we have decent individuals stepping up. Somebody that was actually in one of my videos. Somebody that I actually provided information to, that decided to step into the post office. Moved from that area to my area. I actually had that individual on one of our interviews last year sometime. And now that individual stepping up. Then he had it was funny because he called me, Jay, how is this, did you not? I'm like, bro, I'm on vacation, man. I don't want nothing to do with that. But it kind of called me out, and I was like, I got back and, stepped into the meeting. But if I didn't, then I sound like a hypocrite, giving you guys information and then not, standing with my brothers and sisters. That's another thing. If you are a union member, go to a meeting. Go to a meeting and listen. See who the president is. See who the representatives are. Observe. And if they're not appealing to you, step up. Step up. Don't step up for the wrong reason, but step up and step in. Because it takes enough people that want better to make things better. And it's not like you going against the grain. All you're doing is just making sure, hey, this is in black and white. This is what we do. This is what we don't do. I need you, management, to follow this. This is what your top dogs agreed to. This is what we agreed to. Just follow it. If you don't follow it, we're going to continually file grievances and end up paying money. Post office finally got this thing where we're no longer going to be in this debt that they say we were in. Everybody, oh, post office going out of business. Only bad thing behind that is the people that were retired, they're no longer getting the full medical benefits. I think they have to switch over to Medicare, and is what it is. This going back to the 80s and people signing documents stating that the post office has to pre-fund people for retiring for almost 100 years. It was just ridiculous. So that's a good thing. So we're gonna stop running in the red. Hopefully this will make some changes so that we can actually get some equipment that matches everybody else. You ever walk into a post office and want to pay with your Apple Pay or use your phone, and they ain't got none of that, man. We so far behind, it's crazy. Jay with a little bit of news for you. I don't want to keep babbling on because I have some more information, but has to tie into the specific video. But this video here was basically about the union. Go to union meetings, please. There's a time when you can voice your opinions and let things be known. Hey, my union rep sucks. I can't, they don't do their behalf. And then you'll learn at that point, hey, this is what they can and what they can't do. But if you want to get on here and gripe about everything, I mean, other people will gripe with you, but is that really going to make the change that you want? JH, we out here.